Happy Tuesday. Thank you everybody for hopping on. It's your girl Letitia Campbell, your number one email marketing strategist, CEO and founder of the Campbell Success Network, and the creator of my Sales Success Academy, Emailpreneur Tribe, Unlimited Success Mini Course, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I'm so happy to be here this Tuesday. This is the first week the first technical week of my week of 2022, and I am just beyond excited. If you're tuning in and watching, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Also, if you're watching this on the replay, type in hashtag replay down below, so that way I know that you stopped by. Now, let me just do a quick audio check. Okay, good. Looks like my sound is working out great. Let me get my banners up. Thank you guys once again. Thank y'all so much for hopping on. If you haven't already done so, enroll inside of my Unlimited Success Mini Course by going to bit.ly/Unlimited Success 2022. So what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about traffic, right? Today is Traffic Tuesday, right? And I know many of you are thinking about where you're going to get your traffic from, where you're going to be building your email list from, like where is the best platforms to show up on, where is the best place to pour your attention to. I know many of y'all are thinking about this. Type in me down below if you're thinking about where are your people coming from, where is your next customer or client coming from, right? Type in me in the comments if that's something that you think of. Hey, LaShawn, how are you? Happy to see you here, sis. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Therese, thank you for hopping on. Happy New Year. It's 2022, y'all. This is the year of making it happen or shut it down. You know what I mean? Making it happen or shut it down, right? That's what the year is. So LaShawn said me, awesome. Thank you for your transparency, LaShawn. You know, we all are thinking about where we want to focus our attention on. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I had to sit down a couple of weeks ago as I was mapping out my marketing plan for 2022 and had to say, Letitia, you don't want to be the person that is showing up all over the place, stretching yourself too thin, right? Where you're showing up in places where you're like, let me just show up here because this is where everybody is showing up on. So let me just be here for the purposes of being here, right? But the point of 2022, especially when it comes to building up your email list, is you got to show up in places where you know that your buyers are at. Okay, you got to show up in places where you know your audience is, where they're hanging out on, where they're congregating on, and more importantly, where they're making their buying decisions on, right? That's so important. So let's first recap on what we talked about yesterday. Yesterday was Motivation Monday. And what I talked about yesterday is the top trends when it comes to email marketing. The first one was user-generated content. The second one was micro-segmentation. And the third tip I gave you guys was use your artificial intelligence. If you missed that episode, go back and watch it because it was great and it was phenomenal. You guys really showed up and did the damn thing. But like I said, today is Traffic Tuesday and we're going to be talking about traffic building. So let's jump into that. So how to determine where your audience is hanging out on. Where are they hanging out on? How do you guys feel that you should determine that? I had to ask that question, you know? But while I was asking myself that question, this idea came in my mind of browsing versus hanging out. Because with my particular audience, you know, because I know my avatar so well, there's a big difference between the platform that my avatars are browsing on and the platform that they're actually hanging out on. Right? Because browsing, if you're let's say your audience can be on Instagram, but they're just browsing on Instagram. They're not really going to that person's website and their bio and actually buying. They're just looking, right? But the platform where they could be hanging out on could be Facebook or LinkedIn or TikTok. You know what I mean? So you got to really determine the difference between the two. The platforms that your audience is browsing on is not the same platform that your audience is actually hanging out on. It could be the same way where your audience could be browsing on Instagram, but they're actually making their buying decisions on Amazon or Etsy or eBay. Right? I want y'all to really, really think about this. Okay? Because this is going to help you to make sure that you narrow down your attention this year. You cannot be hanging out on platforms just because some coach told you you got to really show up everywhere. You got to dominate everywhere. You got to show up on everywhere. Because your audience is not everywhere. You have some people where they're mainly hanging out on Facebook and that's what they like. You have some people that are like, I'm a YouTube person. I like to watch videos on YouTube. I like to binge watch stuff on YouTube. You know, I'm not so much of a Facebook and Instagram person because I like video content. Right? So you got to really go for where is it, what is it that your audience likes? Like what platform that they're like, oh, this is the platform I like. It's not too complicated. It's not too techy. I like it, right? So browsing versus hanging out. You have to determine that. Another way to determine that, guys, because some of you are probably still like, well, coach, I don't know. I still don't know. I have no idea, right? Well, this can help, see what your competitors are doing. When I look at my competitors, I see a lot of them leveraging this, Google. Right? I see a lot of them leveraging Google. I see a lot of them showing up on blogs, other people's blogs, and they're having their banners on top of that, on top of there with their offers. I see a lot of the people in my particular audience leveraging Google as another platform to where they're getting super hot traffic into their email list, onto their email list, right? So you got to really, guys, listen, you have to pay attention this year. And I want y'all to put this down below right now. Each and every one of you, I want y'all to put down, I will pay attention. Right below this video, type that in. I will pay attention. It's time for you to pay attention. Not do that compare syndrome. Not sit there and say, well, with your hands like this. Like, if you're a client of mine, I don't want to hear y'all in class doing this anymore. Like, I don't know, coach. No, that means you're not paying attention. Okay? You are not paying attention to your industry. You're not looking at the big picture. Because if you are paying attention, you would know, and then you will come to class saying, okay, I paid attention. Now let's figure out a unique strategy that I can claim as my own, right? That you know that you can keep up with. This year, you have to pay attention. Pay attention. Right? Study your industry. Don't play that compare syndrome. Don't play that, oh my God, I don't want to check out what my competitors are doing because it's going to put me down because I'm not where they are. No. The reason why they're where they are, because guess what what they've done? They're paying attention. You must pay attention this year. Okay, so that's so important, guys. Like I said, I know this is short, sweet, and quick. Yes, that's right, Therese. Pay attention. If you're a life coach, now it's time for you this is the year you need to niche down. Okay, like my client, LaShawn, she is a life coach, but she's helping people step into those government job careers. She's helping people write out some captivating resumes to where when somebody has a stack of resumes on their desk, guess what? And you're looking for a government position or career, guess what? Your resume is going to be the one that's going to be super eye-catching to them. Niching down and paying attention to what specific audience you want to attract. That's the first key and the foundation to traffic building is who is it you're trying to attract. And then you build attention around that through paying attention to your current market, what your competitors are doing, when I tell you guys to pay attention to your market, it's not just you looking at your competitors' posts or looking at their website. Look at the comments. What are they saying? Right? What are they saying? That's so important, y'all. Y'all got to do your homework. You have to pay attention. And on top of that, y'all, you got to get your mind right. You got to get your mind right. This up here is the most important weapon that you have for this year. And if you're not getting your mind right, guys, what's going to happen is you're going to allow the devil to do his thing, and you're going to allow all these distractions to come in. You're going to be comparing yourself to everything out there. You're going to be empathic. I mean, all these things, guys. And if mindset is something that you're struggling with right now, if you're struggling with being positive, if you're feeling overwhelmed, or if you have high anxiety like me, I encourage you to get inside of my Unlimited Success mini course by going to bit.ly/unlimited success 2020. We had 2 people enroll last night, and I want to give y'all a shout out. I want to first give a shout out to Nanelle. I hope I'm saying your name right, sis, right? And I want to also give a shout out to Wanda, because you ladies are really leveling up. You took action and you got inside of my Unlimited Success mini course. So those of you who are tuning in now, congratulate the ladies down below. But if you haven't enrolled, please make sure that you do, because enrollment ends on January 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you definitely don't want to miss that. So let's recap real quick, guys, before I end this broadcast. The first thing you have to understand, guys, is how to determine where your audience is hanging out on. Where is your audience? Where are they? Where are they heavily and prevalently hanging out? And I had to have this conversation with my team last month, and I had to say, listen, I don't want to be showing up everywhere and it's not producing traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is my audiences right now? And we have to narrow down on that, right? And when we dominate that platform, then we're going to venture out everywhere else. But if you're trying to sit here and you're a solopreneur, right, and you're trying to show up everywhere, you already know in 2021 you had burnout. So why are you trying to do the same thing this year that didn't work last year? That's one thing we have to stop doing. We have to stop doing the things that didn't work last year, trying to carry them over into doing it this year, knowing that you tried that out, you gave it your best shot, and it didn't work last year. Why you're trying to bring it over to this year? All right, so let's jump into some Q&A time, guys. Let me know. Ask me any question that you want to ask about traffic, about building traffic, about growing your email list, about getting your mental health together, about getting your mindset together. I would love to answer you guys' questions right now while we're on the live, because I think this is very important. If you're not growing an email list, your business is not growing. I mean, I can say this until my mouth bleeds. If you're not growing an email list, your business is not growing. Getting more followers doesn't mean your business is growing. Somebody can follow you today and then stop following you tomorrow, right? But when you're growing and building an email list, guess what? Your business is growing. You need that growth plan. One of the foundations of building a growth plan is first asking yourself, where is my audience? Where are my people? Where are they hanging out on? Where do I really just double down and focus my attention on? Or if you have a team of VAs and social media managers, you are the one that's supposed to know these things. You're the one that's supposed to say, listen, guys, I know, LinkedIn seems good, but you know what? If your audience is not on LinkedIn, why are you over there? Right? Because some coach out there told you if you don't have a LinkedIn, then people are not going to take you seriously. Okay, that's their opinion. That's their opinion. It looks like other people are taking more seriously on other platforms. I'm just throwing that out there as an example, guys. Okay? I'm just throwing this. I want to eliminate as much overwhelm for you guys as I can, because I know with building a business, feeling overwhelmed does come up. It's an emotion, a feeling that sometimes you just can't hide from. But how to deter or manage your overwhelm is you got to say, wait a minute, am I pivoting away from where I'm supposed to focus my attention on? Am I pivoting away from that? Right? Hold on one second. I think we have a question here. LaShawn said, how do you build up your energy to keep going? Whoo, that is a great question. Oh, I love this, guys. How do I build up my energy to keep going? Well, for one, I plan my today the day before, right? So last night I sat down on my bed and I wrote out my to-do list for the day. That's what I do. To be honest with, I have a lot of barriers that affect my energy. Like sometimes it takes me a while to settle down and sit at this computer and get to work. So, cause you girl, LaShawn, I got 5 kids. So it's not that I'm procrastinating or being lazy. It's just that, the baby could be crying, or like I told you guys the other day, my pediatrician canceled two of my kids' appointments, and they needed those appointments because obviously I'm I'm getting them all vaccinated, and they have other vaccines to take as well. So I try to, I don't know. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I try to not be so hard on myself. I really try to not be so hard on myself. And there are times and days and moments where I am super hard on myself. And I say, Letitia, stop. Like, like yesterday, for example, there's a lot of things that I didn't get done yesterday. But then I look back, I'm like, well, Letitia, you went live yesterday, and guess what? You got 2 new clients. So you know what you need to do today? Instead of you trying to get 100 new clients, try to get 2 more clients. Try to get 4 clients today. Try to double what you did the day before. So I got 2 new clients yesterday. So today, let's focus on getting 4 new clients. Let's double that, right? Let's not triple or quadruple that. Let's just double. Like, I try not to make these obscene goals. Like, I used to do that in the past, LaShawn, where I used to be like, you know what? Today I'm going to make $3,300, or today I'm going to make $5,000, or today this outlandish goals, like these crazy beyond goals, right? That I'm just sitting there like, okay, I can make it, and then I don't make it, and then I feel like crap, right? I just try to be the better Letitia than I was the day before, or not better, but I try to be like, I don't know if you ever read the book Atomic Habit, and in the book Atomic Habit, it talks about this. It's like, if you just increase by 1% every day, just imagine where you're going to be this time next year, right? The problem that most of us women have, and I'm guilty of this as well, is we compare ourselves to everyone else out there. We compare ourselves to that whole superwoman aspect. We compare ourselves to our competitors. We compare ourselves to, or we're trying to prove somebody in our lives wrong. Like, I've been like that, where I'm like, oh, I'm going to prove that person wrong. Instead of just trying to focus on just being better us, just focus on that. And I did an exercise yesterday, LaShawn, that I do every day, and I encourage you to watch that being on the beach exercise. And that helps me to just focus on me. I get overwhelmed. This morning I cried because the situation came up, and I just sat here and I put my head to the sky, and I just allowed the tears to happen. I allowed myself to be in whatever emotion that I am in. And you also, LaShawn, you know what supplements I'm taking, right? That helps me with my anxiety and my energy and stuff like that. But, I'm just me. That's what I think. If I don't feel like doing something, I won't do it. If I feel like doing something, I'll do it. I stick to my plan. That's another thing. You've been following me for years, LaShawn, and you saw my up and down, journey with my business, where I was like, you know what, I felt like I had to attach myself to another brand to feel relevant. And I had to say, Letitia, the people that are showing up to see you speak, not that other person that you're trying to attach yourself to, right? Where I would literally do an event, and the people would be talking to me and wanting advice from me more than the other people. And I had to sit there and be like, okay, wow. You know what I mean? Like, girl, you don't need nobody but you and God. So it's like, that's what it is. It's like me being a mom of 5 children. No, I don't always have energy. There's times where I go live. And LaShawn, after I be doing class with y'all, I'm in bed. I don't do nothing else. Like Therese would tell you, I don't be up till 2 o'clock in the morning like I used to in the past. I try my hardest to listen to my body, because you know what, girl, I know I look young, but I'm getting old. I'm getting up there in age. I can't be, going full throttle like I used to. This morning I wanted to wake up at 4 a.m. I didn't wake up till 8, but I didn't beat myself up. My body needed to rest. Guess what? LaShawn, all of you ladies who are watching knows, I have a 1-year-old, and she's teething, and she kept waking up last night and waking up last night and waking up last night, and I when I get woken up, I don't go right back to sleep right away. I have to let my body get back into rest mode. So with that said, waking up at 8, I'm like, okay, there's no way I could have woke up at 4 a.m. when I woke up 6, 7 times in the middle of the night. So I try to work my hardest at my highest peak of the day. I've been really focusing on establishing my nighttime routine because that really helps me with for the next day. Like last night, I was like, okay, kids, we're going to clean up this house from top to bottom. We're going to be wiping down the walls. We're going to be sanitizing the doorknobs. We're going to be vacuuming the floor. I mean, we're going to be doing everything from top to bottom. Okay? Because I don't want to wake up in the morning with a messy house with dishes in the sink. You just got to stop comparing yourself. I stopped comparing myself to everybody. I have 5 kids. My house is not going to be the cleanest house on the block. Everything's not going to be perfect. But just like I said yesterday, I focus on the process, not the perfection, right? I focus on the process, not the perfection. It allows me to enjoy it more. Hey, Dimebag! Dimebag said, morning, Tish. I'm going live with the quarters hunt later today. Oh, I'm going to check it out. I realized that my YouTube notifications were not on because during the weekend I turned them off because I wanted to take the weekend off. So I'm definitely going to check out your show if it's not too late because I know you and I are in different time zones. Fake it till you make it. Yeah, I try to say just be you and you'll get there. You'll make it faster. Just be you and you'll make it faster. That's what I say. I tell people all the time, figure out what your alter ego is. Like y'all know my alter ego, her name is Tropicana, and she just steps in the room and she dominates, right? So I exude her because that's me. That's my what is called the subconscious or conscious mind. Like that's my future self. The person that I was yesterday was the person that my childhood things instilled in me. But you could become whoever you want to become, right? Yo, I love you too. Thank you, Dimebag. Yes, LaShawn, you get it. I mean, you gotta. I want to rip that inner LaShawn out of you, sis. Mm-hmm. And I love my coffee. That's another thing. I love my coffee, y'all. How many of y'all love coffees? I'm about to launch this coffee cup line. Y'all saw one of my one of them I'm going to be putting on sale soon. I showed it to you guys yesterday. Because the reason why I'm launching this coffee cup line because I love coffee cups. Everywhere I go, I could find a good coffee cup anywhere. CVS, Walgreens, Target. I mean, you name it. I just for some reason like coffee cups just Dimebag. I need to get some spill proof coffee cups. I know that's what you were about to say, Dimebag, to me. Is if you buy your computer. I remember. I know you're laughing right now, Dimebag. I remember, Darren, you said if you buy your computer, you should be having spill proof coffee cups. So I do have that in mind. I just have to find a good vendor that has some really good spill proof coffee cups that I can put my logo and stuff on. Yes, Darren said when I was working in radio, yeah, you have that radio voice. I had the sound on when I was off and had to be a friend when I maybe didn't care for you much. I hear that. Yes, thank you for what type of coffee you like, Darren? I like the Starbucks K-Cups, to be honest. I really like the Starbucks K-Cups. I kind of like the Dunkin' Donuts K-Cups, but I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if they changed their recipe, but they're not that strong to me. But I was a huge cup. When I used to work in corporate 4 or 5 years ago, my office used to wait for me to come in at 8, 9 o'clock to make coffee. They would not let nobody touch the coffee machine because they liked the way I blended it, and it was like super strong, and it woke the whole office up. Like they'd be like, "Don't touch, no, don't touch the machine. Letitia will be in 5 minutes. She's gonna make the coffee. She's gonna make the coffee." You have so many, yeah. So good. So yeah, so I'm definitely going to be launching soon a coffee cup collection. We're going to have spill proof coffee cups. We're going to have coffee cups with the I think I have it here too. What did I have here? I thought I had something here to show y'all. I can't find it. But it's something that goes on the bottom of the coffee cups so that you don't get that ring on your desk. But I'm so excited about that. And I'm also going to do this. I think I said that already. The spilled poo coffee cup. Someone asked me in Messenger, because yesterday I mentioned how my son, he has COVID right now. He's doing great. He's not super sick. He's doing amazing. But some of you guys asked me what type of home test did I use, and I have this one. I don't know if y'all can see it. This is the one I use. Okay, I took this one and mine came out negative. When I gave it to him, his came out positive. So it's the Abbott at ABBOTT. Okay. They sell these at Walgreens. At my local Walgreens, they have it literally right on the counter. My Walgreens is like fully stocked with these self home tests, and yeah, they're fully stocked with these home tests. So check your Walgreens out. That's what thank you, LaShawn. Yeah, we found out he had it I think the day after Christmas. He was kind of sick around that Christmas week. So immediately when his nose started running, I was like, let's get him a mask, because you know Warren, my youngest son, he has respiratory issues, like lung issues. So when he gets sick, he literally has to go to the hospital. So I wanted to make sure my oldest son that he was not going to spread it to him. So when I gave him the test, it came back positive. And then I was like, you know what, Dr. Fauci or whatever that guy name is, he said you want to test more than once. So I waited a couple of days, tested him again, and it came back positive again. Plus he had all the symptoms. So thank you. He's doing good. It's been kind of a struggle, but he's doing so much better now. He really, really is. I just have to test him in a couple of days to see where he's at. Everyone else is doing good. I'm just keeping him confined, which is hard, because y'all know my son, my oldest son, he is very active, and that is my baby. Well, all my babies are my babies, but I always say my first son is like my first love, because he literally when I had him, I knew what unconditional love really meant. You know what I mean? It's like your first child is like, he could do anything wrong and you'll still love him to death. You know what I mean? Like, that is my baby. Okay, I'm telling you right now, I would go toe to toe with anybody over all my kids, but especially Rory, because that's my jewel, honey. That's our firstborn, honey. He was the first to lead the pack. So when he never gets sick. Y'all know I've never posted anything in years about Rory getting sick. And so when he got sick, I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? And another thing, ladies, is like, I am all about getting masked, and I'm all about getting vaccinated. I'm not one of those people that say, well, I'm anti-mask and I'm anti-vax. No, I believe in getting my children vaxxed. All of them are going to get vaccines. I've gotten vaccinated. My husband got vaccinated. Everywhere we go, we wear masks. We're super careful, what have you. But you know, you just gotta be safe out there. And for those who think this is a fake thing, it's not. It's not a fake thing. People are dying from it. People are getting sick from it. People are losing loved ones from it. And whatever your personal belief is or what have you, please just, stay masked so you don't affect others. That's all I'm saying. So listen, everyone, thank y'all so much for watching. As I said, if you didn't sign up for my Unlimited Success mini course, please make sure you do by going to bit.ly/Unlimited Success 2022. Get inside today. We would love to have you. It's an amazing mindset driven course. Like I said yesterday, for those of you who need help when it comes to staying positive, when it comes to your mental health, when it comes to just not getting overwhelmed and getting on top of things, everything that I teach inside of my Unlimited Success mini course is everything that I do on a daily basis myself. So you definitely want to get inside and enroll by going again to bit.ly/Unlimited Success 2022. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but I will see y'all then. Bye, y'all.